Well, I did why you getting depression. Like I said, well,
I know we can't control how people see us, but
yeah. She was dating this guy at the time. It was like, would I like to stay with her husband to be? She practically introduced me to the guy and told the guy that I needed a place to stay, and I was living with the guy. We were staying in the same room, living in the same house. Hey guys! Hi my loves! Hi everyone! Happy New Year! Yay!
Happy New Year!
We made it! Thank you, Lord! Happy New Year, guys! Welcome to my channel! Yay! My name is Temi Taiwo Vibes. Yeah, welcome. Hi beautifuls, hi handsomes. If there's anything like that. Hi people, thank you for stopping by, guys, and thank you for coming back to watch. Thank you. Kindly don't forget to like, comment, share, and please subscribe. Thank you. And yes, we have a family member.
Hello.
The beautiful, the lovely, the sweet Mabel.
Thanks for having me. Thank you.
You know, she's feeling the vibes already.
Yeah.
As in, we vibe here.
It's contagious.
Oshé,
You know.
yay, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
So good to have you here. And thank you for agreeing to
Yeah,
do this.
anytime.
Thank
I love
you.
it here.
Aww. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so guys, today we'll just be, kind of gisting, talking about our new year. I mean, also our last year. How was last year for us? And this year, how is it going to be? And we'll also be talking about something to help us have like a soft landing, something that can help us treat one another better. We'll be talking about that, and also in a way kind of getting to know one another. I'll be asking her some questions, or we'll just be reading her some questions and we'll be answering, having different answers.
And you can also drop your answers in the comment section too.
Thank you.
I got you.
Thank you, sis. All right, people, let's do this together. Let's go, guys. Thank you. Let's just get right into it. So that was last year.
Last year was quite eventful.
Okay.
A lot of highs and lows, good and bad. But above all, it ended well for me. I made good relationships, good friendships, and I'm glad. And I know that 2026 is going to be an awesome year for me. Yeah. And what about you?
Well, thank God for your last year. We thank God. Yeah, God is always present. So for me, last year was good too. Really God filled as usual. Thank God. But I kind of had some confusing moments, like well, I guess that's life, some not understanding, like when we say I'm not understanding, some questions or some unanswered questions, and all that, and it's not even personal, or from people, groups of people, different situations, and all that, and you're just like, what's going on, and it's just sometimes within those moments, there were times that it's a bit scary, because I'm like, okay,
how do I overcome this?
No, not even that. Like, God, I hope I still connected to you, So, yeah. So, but then through it all, God was faithful. He has been faithful, and the new year is here.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, what's your expectation? What's your
For
plan
2026? Yeah. For now, I'm taking it slow. I'm taking it one step at a time. Yeah. And I'm going to work so hard not to make some mistakes I made last year. And and to carefully strategize and see where we go from there.
Okay. Yeah, that's good to know. I'm also positive, very, very positive, and to kind of focus on God more and stop having like this expectation, from people, or what's the word, so just to focus on God more, like it wasn't like not like I hadn't been focusing on God, but you know, sometimes you just expect that, see, God will not come down. Human beings should know better, we should do better, we shouldn't waste time and all that. And in the process, you are giving yourself a headache, something you do not have control over. So this year, I'm planning to look away more, you know, and to just say, God, we leave it in your hands, so Holy Spirit, help us. Or better still, just pray about things more. You know, like I said, they are not personal. But yeah, so what I'm planning to do this year, instead of complaining and saying what it's obvious, you know, whatever it is that is really obvious, instead of complaining and all that and saying, oh, why different conflicts here and there, we should just focus on God and ask God, what do we do way forward, or just pray for the people involved or the individual. So yeah, that being said, let's talk about kindness. What does kindness mean to you?
For me, kindness means just showing love to people and being empathetic towards people, putting yourself in someone else's shoes and making life easy for someone. Yeah. Then we have lots of challenges in the world already. Some people go to bed at night crying. Some people just need a shoulder to lean on. So if you can give them that, I think that's more or less kindness. Yeah.
Sexy. So it's important actually to be kind, and I feel like if we are kind to ourselves, if you are kind to yourself, it's easy to be kind to someone else and other people. So let's practice being kind to ourselves, so that we can, you know, extend it to other people. Being kind to ourselves and other people, very important. You know, you are thoughtful. You think before you make other people feel a type of way. You know, if you want to say something, you think about it, that how will you make this person feel? You know, and you are considerate, you are kind. I feel like everything, you know, goes together. When you are kind, you are considerate. When you are kind, you are not, you don't have I don't care attitude. You know, you really care. You really care, and you want to go the extra mile. You know, just to make people feel better. You know, when you're kind, you want to help. When you're kind, you want to give the benefit of doubt. You know, when you're kind, you want to really support. You know, not like every man for himself, God for us all. That won't work. Because how I see it is, it's easy for you to just have like, I really don't care. I just care about myself, which is not true. If you care about yourself, you extend it to other people. You know, so it's easy for you to just, I really don't care, let me just look away and all that, because you are the one giving it. When you are on the receiving end, you will know how important it is for people to show you kindness. So it's, if you are not doing it, please pay attention. You know, pay attention to it. Be deliberate about being kind. Being kind with your words, with your smile, with your judgments. You know, with how you see things, how you perceive things, you know, even when you hear things, you know, be kind enough to pray for the person, and if it's someone you can talk to, be kind enough to talk to the person, you know, and all that.
Be careful with your words.
Yeah. Also. Kindness goes a long way. Kindness goes a long way. And I don't know, in return, you feel good about yourself. In return, you feel blessed. You feel like, I have just done, let me use the word, I have just done the Lord's work. You know, so kindness is very important. Kindness is very, very important. If we are kind, you know, even when you've gone through some difficult time, or maybe situation or anything, you will not want another person to go through it. Because you've been there, you'll be able to, you know, make an awareness or something. I'll be able to tell, okay, I've been hurt here, please be careful and all that. But it is when you are not kind that you'll be like, hey, I suffered too, so that is what you suffer. But it shouldn't be that way. Let's be kind. I don't know why I'm so serious this evening, but yeah.
Now let me add something on being kind to oneself. Yeah, we should learn to adopt positive self-talk too. I feel like most people beat themselves too hard, but probably when you make a mistake, or when things do not go according to your planned, yeah, we beat ourselves. So let's give ourselves grace. Yeah, we are humans. Things might not always go the way we intend them to. So give yourself grace and positive self-talk, self-affirmations, and just having faith that things you will do better. You know, I think that's another thing that would work too.
Yeah. Well said. So please, let's know in the comment section, how do you show kindness? You know, How do you show kindness? How are you kind to yourself? So let's know. Let's learn from you. Let's chat about it. All right. So let's get to know our new family member.
Okay.
So let's go.
All right.
Okay. So yeah, just on a lighter note, guys. Yeah. So the first question here says, when was the last time you laughed so much and you almost couldn't stop laughing?
Okay. All right. Just recently, my last baby adopted some dancing skills.
Okay.
Yeah. So one of these days, he would dance so hard off rhythm and move his
Oh,
legs
my
all over the
goodness.
place, and that really cracked us all up. Yeah.
Oh, I can imagine. Oh my God.
What about you?
Well, I think it was last night. It was yesterday night, or was it this morning? I saw a video content chat, and I started laughing. I couldn't I was going to bed. I think it was last night. I was kind of laughing into my sleep. So it was really funny. So it was yesterday.
Okay.
Yesterday or this morning. Okay, so the next one says, if you could talk to everyone in the world, what would you say?
What I would say is, there's so much turmoil in the world, and I'll go back to kindness.
Okay.
Yeah, let's be kind towards one another to make the world a better place. Yeah, I think if we have peace, we have tranquility in the world, then every other thing will fall into place. When I see war-torn nations, it breaks my heart because there's a little to what those people can do. But when there's peace around us, so let's just be deliberate about ensuring that we live peacefully. That way we can easily carry out our activities and achieve things that we intend to achieve in 2026.
Yeah. Well said. Kindness and love. Let's truly love. Let's truly love. It's important.
So sometimes we look at those bigger things of life, ignoring things like kindness, love, peace, togetherness, and these are the bedrock of every other thing.
Okay. Let's know what we do if you have the chance.
We talk to everyone in the world. What would you say?
Let's love one another. Let's truly love. Let's do more loving. If you really love, there are things that we will not do. There are some because it's because we don't really love that we are selfish, centered, and all those things. But if you really love, I think we will be better. Okay, the next one says, what makes you really happy?
What makes me really happy is knowing that someone really has my back. Yeah. When I'm in a tough situation, I have someone to just make a phone call to, and then I'm sorted at that moment. It makes me happy.
Yeah.
Not the cars, not the flashy lifestyle, although those things matter. What about you, sis?
It really makes me happy. Just seeing other people happy. I'm the kind of person that just seeing other people happy, I'm happy. Yeah. I'm happy. I like to see other people happy. I like to see other people doing well. I like to see other people smile. And I like to see other people being loved. And also, when I really feel loved. So I'm a lover babe. So when I see other people being loved, it makes me happy. When I'm being loved, it makes me happy. So yeah, these are the things that makes me happy. The next one says, what's one of the kindest thing someone has ever done to you?
Just recently, I needed a place to stay. Yeah, in the meantime, and someone offered to help, and I felt she's so hospitable. I mean, currently she's so hospitable.
Wow.
Yeah. So and Teddy said something about kindness, meaning giving someone a soft landing. Yeah, and I'm getting that currently from someone.
Yeah, same for me. Yeah. Okay. So there was a time, at some point in my life, I was really stranded, nowhere to stay, and this friend of mine at the time, she herself was staying with a relative, so she was, staying with her was going to be, no, she was not even sure, but she was dating this guy at the time, and she was like, will I like to stay with her husband to be, so she practically introduced me to the guy and told the guy that I needed a place to stay, and I was living with the guy. I was staying in the same room, living in the same house with my friend and we were not wearing that close, but she was just a kind person. And guess what? She was not a Christian. She was. So I don't know if she has been
converted
you
now.
know, but she was a Muslim, although not a practicing one, but she was a Muslim. And it's just her heart for me.
Being a good person it's not religion based.
You know, it's just her heart, and she sometimes for a whole week she doesn't come to the house, and I'm with the guy, staying with the guy. Of course, I'm sure they will stay like every other day, but I stay with the guy. I cook as if I'm the wife to be, and the guy too was awesome. When I say so, sometimes when people, just to digress a bit, when people say, oh, maybe there are no good men or something, there are some good men. You know, this guy was awesome, correct guy. He treated me like a sister. You know, and he did not for once cheated on the wife to be. You know? So that's the kindest thing someone has ever done to me, because that's a lot of risk, though.
Of course,
you know,
of course.
That's a lot of risk.
There's a lot of trust in them.
You know, and a lot of people. I remember a lot of people were like, why would she do that? You are even this flashy. Because at the time I'm not fair in complexion anymore. Then I used to be
Very light skin.
before sun. Showed me shaky. So I used to be very light skinned. Well, I'm more beautiful now. Let me not say I used to be. So well, I remember that some people that got to know about it were like, that's a risk. What? Of course, I'm a good person by the grace of God. Yes, and the guy is also a good person. But our focus here is the kindest thing someone has ever done. Is the lady volunteering to, you know, give me a home to stay, just to rescue me from not sleeping outside. You know, God bless you, sis. I wish you would see this video.
It's a good thing we are able to share these stories.
Yeah.
But we have a lot of negative, experiences out there too.
Okay, another one says, are you a fan of yourself?
Of course I am. I gush about myself a lot.
Before, I'm sure you all can tell. Before. I am. I like myself. I like myself.
I love my own company. Yeah.
That's why there are some nonsense that cannot come near me. Sometimes when I hear some things, I'm like, how did you happen? I'm enough for myself, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, but that doesn't mean I don't like people around me. Of course I do. I'm other people's fan. But yeah, the question says,
are you a fan of yourself?
Big time. I am big time. Clock it. Clock it. The next question.
How do you like to be celebrated?
How do you like to be celebrated?
Publicly or privately?
Yeah.
I think publicly. Yeah, that boosts my self-esteem. Yeah, it does. And privately too.
How do you like to celebrate
other people?
Is it publicly, or you like to celebrate it privately?
Publicly also. Publicly, if it's okay by you, I'll call your name and I'll celebrate you. So what about you?
I don't know. I think anyone works. Anyone works for me. Of course, it's sweet when you are celebrating.
I'm sorry to cut you short. Okay, if I've done something publicly, I think, and you have to celebrate me. You can stand before the crowd and celebrate me. Understand? But we have some people. I wouldn't know. Okay, I don't want her to feel so special. You can do that in your closet. You understand? So it's okay.
Why will you not want somebody to feel special?
I don't know. But if the thing is worth saying in public, it's okay to celebrate that person in public. Like I run a school, I have a teacher he's so dedicated, so I celebrate him in the midst of other teachers. And I don't care how others will feel, jealous or insecure. I do that, yeah. To make him do better at his job, I think.
Okay. What do you want to be remembered for?
Okay. I'll take it from what I do. I work with kids. So with those children, I'll not remember as that teacher that really impacted them positively, that went beyond the curriculum and tried to work on their character, that tried to work on their values, because I do that a lot as a teacher. Yes. And with my friends, I like to be remembered by my friends as someone who showed love, who was empathetic, who listened. Yeah, although some people abuse that, but some of my friends would say, I listen a lot. I try to give them soft landing and show kindness.
What's a mistake people often make about you?
People think I don't care. I think some people think I don't care about them. Some people think I'm snobbish. And sometimes it comes from a place of protecting myself. I cannot build a wall to protect myself, like a shield from people. So it takes someone to break through that wall to really see who I really am.
Yeah, for me, I think some people actually think I'm actually snobbish. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
What's the problem with people? And okay, when you start becoming that person that's all over the place, some people also have a problem with that.
Always everywhere. Where?
So at the end of just do you.
Yeah. So, well, if you think I'm snobbish, know it now that I am not.
She's not snob. She's not.
I'm not. If you see me like that, it's probably because I'm shy. Yeah. So because I can really be very shy. Forget the vibing things I do. I can be shy. So yeah. Okay. So do you get misunderstood? If yes, do you know why?
It still goes back to what people think about it. I think I was taking a cue from the previous question. You know, working on your own and trying to put up a face, not sometimes it stems out of shyness too. You know, so you don't wobble and fall down out of stairs. So you're walking headstrong, looking at your, a particular direction. People might misunderstand that for she doesn't care about us. Sometimes you walk, you don't greet people. You know, so when you realize that, you just learn to loosen up a bit. You know, and I think basically just loosen up so that you don't give people the wrong impression about you.
Well, why are you getting impressions? Like they say, well,
I know we can't control how people see us, though.
Yeah, but sometimes they are right. Not like they are right as in okay what they were thinking or what they, or I don't know how to put it now. Like something is making them to have that conclusion, and that's because the way they see you. But then I wonder, why is it that that's your conclusion anyways? Yeah, why is it that you cannot just make excuse? Because that's what I do. If, for example, in my in different groups around me, when I see that you're just withdrawn, you're into yourself, I tend to ask, are you okay? Do you need a hug? Why can't it be like that? Why is it that once you see somebody into his or herself, all you can think of is this person is giving me attitude or something? Why? Sometimes they don't even see you.
Sometimes they are dealing with personal issues.
They don't even see you. So please, let's be calming down. So for me, what I have gotten at different times, at least I can remember 3 people right now. They, after getting close to me, they will tell me that they must confess that, seeing me from afar, they thought that I was very proud. So the first time I heard it, I'm like, how? How? Me, pride. Me that I can't stand people that are proud. How now? So the person I explained it to me that, okay, maybe because I can walk into a place and I'm just going, I'm not meeting anybody. I said, that's because I'm shy. That's because I don't even want to look at,
I don't want to maintain eye contact.
So it's not because of that. And I have this interesting face. If I'm not smiling, my face
seems as though you're frowning.
Yeah. So hearing it from another person, the second person, the third person, I'm like, I'm an eerie Matilda, meaning maybe not see if because that's what I actually do not like. I don't like it when people are proud.
Same here.
I don't like it at all. I don't like proud people. I don't like selfish people. So when I was getting we thought you were proud. We thought we were proud, but it's so opposite.
I think we need to address that issue of being proud. What's the definition of pride? Is it based on how someone looks or based on how someone acts?
Well, that's another thing.
So when you're looking at me and saying this lady is proud,
you think I'm proud.
I'm not sure looks are not enough to judge.
Okay, so let me put you on the spot. You've also told me before that you thought I was proud.
Yeah.
What made you?
Based on
what was it? What gave you that confidence?
Based on your countenance, the way you just go, your face, you're not smiling. Yeah.
So that
someone has also said that about me. So, so I just want to debunk that. So that's not enough reason to say someone is proud.
Okay. So am I proud?
No, you're not proud. You're not proud. You're not.
I'm not. In case there are more people thinking that they have not gotten the opportunity to get to know me, and they are thinking that I am proud.
She's not proud.
I am not. Very far from. Very far, said. As in, it will shock you. Very far. Pride, waiting. What are we priding about? Okay, so yeah. Okay, I think we should round this up here.
Okay.
So let me see one more last question. What's your most embarrassing moment?
Oh.
I remember one of those.
Okay, just take.
This
Say yours.
Okay, so my people. God, I beg. So that day, I was called that okay, there's this praise and worship party somewhere. So they would like me to be part of the team. And when we got there, I mean, so it was since like late in the night. I guess I was already feeling sleepy and all that. Then apart from that, I think I have told them at different times that for now it gets to me a lot going for burial or and all those things. Even people that did the burial, they would have gotten over it, but 1 week after, 2 weeks after, I am still feeling a type of way. So I'm like, okay, for now, please don't call me for burial. Please, I beg. And I told different leaders, people that would most likely call me, and they all said okay. But for whatever reason, I guess this particular leader had forgotten, or I don't know why she did that. So she called me and she didn't even mention to me that it was a burial. So I went. I thought it was a normal praise and worship. I thought it was a birthday, actually. So I got there. I saw the pictures, but it did not click. Like I was still hoping that, I was still expecting that the celebrants will enter the hall, that it's a birthday, because there are some birthdays too that you go like that and you see the pictures and all that. But I didn't know it was a burial. More so, I didn't know it was a burial. So as we're doing praise and worship, brothers and sisters, yours truly, with energy, with God's vibes, I noticed that the people were not really dancing. That was how I started jumping. I was dancing just to encourage people, because I do it a lot. The reason why I do it more is because at different times I have gotten feedback. How people will tell me that, oh, the way you were praising God really helps me. This thing really, so I do it since I noticed that energy of God bless you. So I was hoping that okay, that would be the case this time. I started dancing. I was even telling the other team member that you dance now. The worship leader we sing one song. I was that I was looking at the people. I was smiling to them that you people should dance. It's yourself. Hey, blood of Jesus. Remembering it now, self. Oh God. God.
So at what point did you realize this was a burial ceremony?
It was after we got that from stage. I think one of the instrumentalists now said that they are bringing the body in. I said, what body? He said, what? He said, then they are bringing the body, so they are trying to. So they said, once they are bringing the body in, we'll go back on stage. I wanted to faint, guys. I'm like,
so
what?
You played out your.
So was
everything.
I'm like, no.
What just happened?
You did not do this to me. So I asked why? Why told you don't call me for burial? She said I can't even remember what she said. I'm like, well, you saw me jumping, and then she said there's a celebration of life. I said, which life?
How old was the person?
I'm not sure the person was that old. I'm not sure, maybe around 60 or something.
But even at that, it was a burial.
It was a burial, and the family members were mourning, obviously, but I didn't know. So I thought they were just coming for God. So I was trying to God. That was my most embarrassing moment that I can remember. What about you?
Okay, I teach here. I had worn this Ankara pants. I think this green same Ankara pants. And I didn't know how it got torn at the bottom.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't know how it got torn. And I was teaching, with all enthusiasm and everything. And this kid in front was just looking at me. He kept on looking, I think kind of a sad look or a pitiful look, like this chicken who doesn't know what's going on there. And there's one somebody was just kind enough, a pupil at the back. Auntie, she kept on pointing. And I'm like, what's that? What's going on? Then when I stepped out, she came, please auntie, your pants is torn. I just had to get a scarf from a colleague and I tied it. So I think that was one of my most embarrassing moments.
But they are children though.
That's why they couldn't say anything. Yeah. But it was embarrassing. Because I know somebody would have gone back home to discuss it with the parents, had a torn pants.
It happens, The parents should be able to.
And the pants is quite new though. So I'm surprised, and I just hope it didn't get torn or right from my way down to work, and then nobody had that kind heart to call my attention to it.
Yeah, they might not see it.
Well,
I don't think anybody will see that, and they will just allow you.
Well, it's possible.
I'm sure they can see it. It's all good. Okay, so let's just round off. So, what are you most thankful for this moment? What are you most thankful for?
I'm most thankful for life. Life most importantly. life most importantly. I'm thankful for life, and I'm thankful for good relationships. Yeah, I'm thankful for my family, for my children. Yeah, I'm thankful for you.
Yay.
You're watching.
Yay. Yeah. That's so good to know. Thank God for life. I'm also thankful for life. I'm thankful for you, and you. Yeah. I'm thankful for love. I'm thankful for peace of mind. I am thankful. You don't know what it is to have peace in the midst of
chaos.
You know, maybe not necessarily chaos, but in the midst of maybe some things that you know, not so pleasant, so to speak, but you have your peace, you are connected to God, you know, you are moving on God's strength, love, you are feeling loved by God, you are so sure that He loves you too much, you know, so, and He won't leave you hanging, so it's just sweet. So
you're smiling regardless.
Yes.
And people don't understand why you're smiling.
Even you sometimes, you will catch yourself and be like, for God's sake, what is it fine? Why are you so happy? It happens to me sometimes. I'm like, hey, I don't mind share la in the room. Anybody that understands should interpret that. I beg, I know.
Please drop the meaning of that in the comment section.
Well, no mind share. Is that a prayer? It's good now when you're lying in the room. I don't know. Because when you keep things, when you don't carry things into heart, right? Yeah. You know, and when you take life so serious, when you actually should, like when you should. Oh my God! How is it translating languages? I don't know. Sometimes, so yeah, I'm thankful for peace. I'm thankful for, you know, God turning everything around for my good. You know? Yeah. So I'm really thankful. This moment, I'm thankful for life. Thankful for everything. Thankful for good people. Yeah, good people, good friendship. Good friendship. Thankful for intentional people. You know, people that have your back, like she said. You know, so I'm thankful. I'm really, I'm thankful for God. I'm thankful. Thankful. So yeah, what are you thankful for? What are you thankful for? God has been so good to you. Come on. Show gratitude. Yes, so who are you thankful? Are you thankful? So we thank God. So we have come to the end of the video. It was an amazing session. I had fun. Oh my God, guys! I'm sure you can tell that today, I'm kind of not 100% on the vibes, but we have to do what we have to do. So we thank the Lord and we're happy. Yeah. Thank you, sis. So good to be here. Thanks for having me. Thank you for agreeing to do this. Thank you. Anytime. Thank you. Oh, that's so sweet. Anytime. Thank you so much. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you, guys. Thank you for watching. If you watch up to this moment, you are the correct G. Thank you so much. MVP. I'm telling you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Stay tuned for more videos this year. Consistency all the way. So please stay tuned. Watch, like. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, please. Subscribe, please. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you. And please share. And don't forget to leave comments. You know, leave your comments. Let's chat. All right? And have a beautiful, lovely, God-filled year. In Jesus' name. Amen. Take care. Bye. Bye.